All right, I think we're live. Welcome again to another GYLS Momentum session. We're privileged again this week to have another youth leader. Now, the youth leaders are self-explanatory, but for those of you that don't know, when you go to GYLS, the Global Youth Leadership Summit, you start as an ambassador. There's about 200, 250 of you, right? You all know that. And then if you want to come back, you have to apply, go through the strenuous process, and come back as an alumni. Gets cut down to about a quarter. So it's only like 50 or 60. And from that, if you want to come back a third year to serve and lead a team of ambassadors, you have to apply, and it's only 15. And we have one with us today. Now, right off the bat, if you're joining late or watching at all, make sure you hit the live button so that you're watching up to date so there isn't a big lag from when we ask questions to when you get them. And on Facebook, on the GYLS Momentum Sessions page, I'll be posting and pinning to the top, ask any questions or comments here. So any interaction is going to be there. If you have a YouTube account, you can comment on the YouTube video, so that's cool too. And without further ado, here's Arielle.
All right, hi guys. Thank you, Sergio, so much. So I just want to say thank you, first of all, to Sergio for setting this up. He has done so much and such a good job of making sure that we have these every week, so thank you. And so I thought that since it's starting to become December, actually it is December, it's not starting to become, and it's around like the holiday season, what a better topic than to talk about would be giving and volunteering. So during the holiday season especially, we see how blessed as individuals as we are, and how we have been able to like succeed with what we have and go as far as we have gone in life and stuff. But we also see those who have been a little more down on their luck and not as successful as we have. And as humans, like, we're kind of taught that we need to give back to those who, or it's right to give back to those who have given to us and have made us successful. So with that, the definition of giving is to present voluntary and without expectation compensating. It's basically a selfless act that you do for someone else or for something or someone. So giving, what people often think of when they hear the word giving is give money. You need to do something that will make a change in the world immediately, like a big change. Or you need to do something, but it's going to like be a sacrifice of something, and or in order to get the outcome that you want. But what people don't think of is that giving can come in all forms, and it's not something that you necessarily need to put a lot of time or effort into. It can be something as small as giving a smile or holding the door open or saying hi to someone. You know, just those little things that people won't expect on a daily basis that would make the change. So giving is an act that we do from our heart, and it's an act done like kind of when you're not thinking about it. It's when it's most like memorable and when it's most like effective. So with that being said, I have a video that I want to show you guys, which I think is a perfect example of giving. So
Now, Ariel, real quick, for some reason, I don't know if they can see you. I can see you perfectly fine over here. But I don't think on YouTube that we can actually see you. I don't know why. Would you happen to have the link so that I can share it? Because I guess they can see me for some reason.
can I see me now?
I don't know. Can they, Jeff? At your desk only M logo. Yeah, it doesn't look like they can. I don't know why. I can see you perfectly fine. If you want to Facebook me the link, I can share it and play it here. And you can just continue talking while you send me that, and then I'll make sure that everyone can see it. Now, let me see. This is interesting. I can totally see you, so I have no idea why. See, here's the thing with Google. They're always trying to be better. They're always trying to fix things that aren't broken and just make things better. And that tends to not um, let the thing work sometimes. But that's okay. Let me see. I think you just sent me the link for the actual Hangout, not for what's it called? Not
Oh,
for
the link in my
the
bar thing.
yeah. You're doing great so far. Got her now? Oh, Jeff, you can see her now? Oh, okay, we can see you. Sick. Okay, so I guess it felt like working.
Cool.
So you can share your screen and play the video now. Let me see. Awesome. See, who knows? That's the fun with doing it live. It wouldn't be as much fun if it was recorded and perfect, right? You
Mhm.
just get the raw awesomeness.
All right.
Sweet. We can see that. Your volume's muted though, so we can't hear it.
Put them up to an arm wrestle. The winner
There you
gets
go.
$100. Let's see what happens. How's it? You didn't get so much money today. I'm doing what I can. We'll just try and talk. Slow day today? Yes, sir. What do you think if, would you want to be part of a video where you can win $100? Yes, sir. Maybe buy pants or something. You never know. New pair of pants. Kobe, what's your name? Eric. Write your name. Hop right up. We got you. Let's go. It's going to help you out a lot. Homeless. I have no family. I live on the streets. Childless. How are you? How are you today? Pretty crappy. My name is Kobe. Is it a good day today or what? Pretty crappy. Pretty crappy? We're doing a video and you could possibly win $100. Do you want to do that? Check it out. Probably could help you out. You never know. You can win. Okay, come with us. Alright, this one. Yeah. Other things where I just make $6 a day. I mean, $6 a day. Ooh, man. It's tough. Sure, it's tough. So we brought you guys here today. You have no clue what's going on, right? You just know you can win $100. Yeah. What's going on is actually you guys are going to be arm wrestling each other. Whoever wins takes all the money. Whoever doesn't win goes home empty-handed. You guys ready for this? Do it. All right.
All right. But wait, there's a catch though, because even the loser is gonna get $50.
Okay, guys, we want a straight fight, clean, just no biting, no punching, straight arms. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, Aaron, Robert Scott, he's got a lead on this one. Robert going, Robert's going. Aaron's coming back at it. Look at this. This is intense. Getting there, he's going, and he wins. Takes the money, man. So like I promised, Aaron, $100 for you. Exactly what we said. Hope that goes somewhere with that.
I finally get something I new set of pants. Robert, I know how it is, man. Working hard, no harm, no fall. I work in my fair square, man. Come on, no harm, no fall. Feed the needy, not the greedy. That's how that works. Trust me, I'm telling you. That's what I'm doing.
Wow, you guys don't even know each other, right? This is like one of the most inspirational things I've ever seen because you guys, you just won $100. You gave it to him. You don't even know him, and you were helping him when you don't even have a lot yourself. Honestly, you guys are amazing. Like, I do have another 100. I want to give you another $100 bill. Get more clothes. Get something. Take it, dude. You're really like amazing, man. Yeah. Just help yourself out, man. All right, Robert, you too. Yeah, all right. Get yourself something to eat. Go stay in a hotel or something. Whatever you need to do. All right. Take care, guys. You guys are great. Stay safe.
Very bad. The bad guy.
Oh, one at the end. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, he didn't have any money himself. He gave him a $50 bill. Off the top.
That was actually so awesome. Ooh, is there another one?
No.
No? Zac Efron?
Okay. Can you all see me now?
Yeah, I can. So, and I'm watching on YouTube, so hopefully we can. You can just
Okay,
continue.
cool.
I'll let you know.
All right. So, that video, I personally love it for like talking about like giving and everything because that's like a perfect example. What better way than to show someone who doesn't have anything at all and who like his pants were torn and like both of them were living on the streets and they did a simple little arm wrestle for money and it's just something that like you really need to like glorify those moments because like one of the bystanders had said that doesn't happen very often. It's a rare thing to see something like that, and that's so true because we don't often remember to be as giving as we want to be all the time. We often take in everything that we have and we don't necessarily remember that, oh, there's other people out there that we need to like express how much we appreciate them and by giving them back and stuff. So one of the things that the first homeless guy had said, I got their names mixed up, so I'm just going to go homeless guy 1, homeless guy 2, is when he won the money, he said, feed the needy, not the greedy. So he knows how bad it was and like being down on his luck and everything, and he like made the choice, you know what, like I know your struggle, I know what you're going through. Here, like take some. I don't need it all. Like I want to give you a chance like what they're giving me right now. I want to give you that chance to go get food so you don't starve. And it looked like they were in New York, so go get shelter so you're not cold at night. Go like do something for yourself that will make you feel good. Yeah, so the homeless guy gave what he had to the other homeless men. And so that's just like another example that giving comes from your heart and you don't necessarily think about it. He didn't know he was going to get that money that day. He had even said earlier, like, yeah, about every day I make about $6, and that's not a lot, but that gets him like a sandwich or something from McDonald's. But the fact that, I don't know, I just love that video. The fact that he wanted to share what he had with someone else just, again, glorifies, like, giving what you have and sharing it all. And because, so earlier I had said people think of giving as giving money or giving something that is going to change the world immediately or sacrificing something. And from that video, you could look at it that way, but you could also look at it that in a new way that he did not sacrifice anything. He simply shared what he had because one simple way to make a difference is to share what you have and not what you don't have, and that may not make sense. But okay, let me go at it this way. So he didn't sacrifice anything. He simply shared it. So he looked at it from he shifted his focus as to how he was like looking on the outcome of things. And no, he didn't change the world, but he changed that one person's day. He put a smile on his face and gave him the reassurance, like, you're going to be okay for tonight. Like, you have money, go feed yourself, go clothe yourself, go do something good for yourself. And he did give him money, but it's not a lot. It was what he had. And even if that's just like the 75 cents between your couch cushions or something, it's what you have that counts. So with that, giving is also giving your time. And that goes kind of hand in hand with volunteering. And so volunteering is something that I personally think is very, very important task to do, because you don't really know like how you affect someone or how like people in the world are being affected until you kind of like hang out with them and see it firsthand. So I have a little story about volunteering from myself. So when I was younger, about like 6th grade, so you're about 11 then, at my church we had to stay for both church services every Sunday. And being a little kid, I was just like, oh my gosh, I just want to go home and like go watch TV or something. But we had to stay for both. And so one day they had asked me, hey, the 3- and 4-year-old class needs an extra teacher to help. Like, would you mind helping out? And I was like, I guess so. So I went in there and I helped out just that one Sunday. And there were a whole bunch of little kids. And at that point, I didn't know how I felt about little kids. I didn't know if I liked them or not to hang out with them. I didn't know if I couldn't stand them and was just going to get like frustrated. I didn't know. So it was a good experience. And I ended up, we like told them a story, and then we did a craft and had snack time. And I got to do all of it. I got to make my craft too, and I got to eat snack time too with them and all of that. And at the end when we were going home, my mom's like, oh, so did you have a good time? And I was like, yeah, it was okay. And she's like, would you do it again? And I was just like, I don't know, maybe, we'll see. And so next Sunday rolled around, and I didn't have anything to do second service, and so I was just like, I guess I'll go help out. And so I went in there, and each week I just kept going back and helping out, and I gained so much more and more rapport with the kids that I wasn't an official teacher, because you can't be a teacher till you're 18 because you have to get all certified and stuff with fingerprinting. But I was a glorified teacher, and I went back and I kept helping out every Sunday and hanging out with the kids and making crafts with them and eating snack with them. It was just one thing that it didn't seem like volunteering right away, but it turned out that I was like helping out these little 3- and 4-year-olds like just for an hour every Sunday when they're at church. And so fast forward about 4 years, so I'm in 7, 8, 9, 10, 10th grade, just want to make sure I did my math right, and I'm still helping out with them. They all know me around church as Miss Arielle, and their parents all know me. It's actually how I got a couple babysitting jobs, and one thing that one of the kids had told me before they moved up that summer to the kindergarten class is, you've been my favorite teacher I've ever had. And remind you, these kids are 3 or 4, so like they haven't had teachers before or anything. But just the fact that they said that, you know, like you do make a difference in them. And I've been volunteering with that age group now for about 5 or 6 years, and it all started because I had nothing to do on a Sunday, and it's just been something that I've really enjoyed and really loved, and I have all these little kids that always want to hang out with me and think I'm so cool and everything, and it's just like the little differences. And granted, like I was their teacher and everything, but I was also a friend to them. I was one of the only older people who, besides their parents, who took time to hang out with them and listen to them and do crafts with them and get on their level and do something. So, sorry, I wrote notes down. So volunteering, just even if it's just once a month, can change how you look at things in life. Like when I was in 6th grade, I didn't want anything to do with little kids. I was just like, I just got out of being a little kid. I kind of want to hang out with the older kids and have fun with the older kids, you know? And but by hanging out with the younger kids, I saw how much they love it, and it made me remember when I was that age, I wanted someone to hang out with that was older than me, and I wanted someone to like make crafts with me and goof around with me, even if it was just for an hour. And by hanging out with them and teaching them, I let the other teachers do that. I made a difference within my church community. Granted, it is small, but it was still a little difference. And like I said earlier, your one action that you do doesn't have to be life-changing at all. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to cure the world of cancer or something like that. It just has to be something that is going to make you feel good inside while doing it. If you feel good inside while you're doing it, that's the best form of giving and the best form of volunteering that you can do. Because like your job when you're older, you have to love it. Otherwise, you're going to regret doing it every day of your life. Or you're going to wish you had something new and exciting to do. You have to love what you do, because when you love what you do, you're going to give that much more to it, and you're going to be that much more involved in it. And it's not going to be an experience anymore. It's going to be an opportunity to make a difference and do something for other people other than yourself. And so I just want to kind of recap and remind you guys that with holidays coming up, make sure you're taking that opportunity to volunteer. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I have to go do this now, when you're already busy, because I know that the holiday season goes by so quickly. I'm just saying maybe take a minute and write a card to soldiers and say, I want to thank you for all you're doing, and send it to them. Or if you have the time, go volunteer at a soup kitchen with people who aren't as fortunate as you, and just give them some reassurance that people still do care about them, even though they're not necessarily what everyone thinks about all the time. Or just like do what you can to give back within your community, and try to make it kind of like a daily thing. I actually have a challenge for you guys. I want you for the rest of December, once a week, do something that is going to make a difference for someone. And like I said, it can be smiling and changing someone's day, or it can be giving someone a handwritten note saying, hey, I want to say thank you, you rock. Or it can be something even bigger, like, you know, like donating money to a charity or something, or even going to a charity and helping out with what they need to do. So that's the challenge I have for you guys. And with that being said, I'm all done. So if you have any questions, I would gladly answer them for you.
Well, I have a question for you, and actually I have a video. Your video actually reminded me of a really awesome one I recently saw. So I'm going to share my screen right now so I can show it. It's kind of the same idea with homeless people, a little bit different. And let me see. Yeah, so I'll play it. It's only like 2 minutes, and then you can give your thoughts on it. What do you think? How do I do this? There we go. You guys, hopefully you can all see. So it's guys asking for money.
Is it okay if you could spare that slice for me, please? Really? Alright, how you doing, man? Can I please have a slice? I'm very hungry. Sorry about that. Not today. Alright, sorry for asking. Enjoy your slice, sir. Yo, excuse me. Can I have a extra slice? I'm hungry.
No. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck your job.
Sorry for asking. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? We ate a lot of, slices. You want the rest? Alright, here you go, man. Alright, take care, buddy. Hello, how you doing? I'm really hungry and it's hard out there, man. You have an extra slice in there? Yeah, you sure? You wouldn't mind? Appreciate it, man. It's so hard out there. Yeah.
This poor guy has no shoes
How you
even.
feel, man? What's up? I really thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get going. Thank you once again. I appreciate it so much. I wanna being so generous to me. I wanna give you a nice little tip. Thank you. God bless you. All right.
There we go. Back to you. Were you able to watch that?
Yeah, I was. It
Awesome.
was really cool. So yeah, definitely, like, you just saw that by them sharing, it kind of made, by them giving, I should say, it kind of made like a chain effect of, like, you gave what you had to me, and so I'm going to give what I have to you. Like the whole ball and chain, or the chain sequence domino effect. That's what I'm trying to say there.
There you go.
um, um, but yeah, like, and we don't realize at times that our actions can result in something like that. But words and actions are powerful things. Once you do one, something else happens because of it. And giving is one of those actions that you give to someone and then they're like, oh, well, now I want to give to you because this person gave to me. And it just keeps going and going and going. And it's a great thing to do. So,
Yeah,
I don't know, what
definitely.
did you think of that video when you watched it?
I thought that video was awesome. It actually went viral a little while ago, so I just saw it on my Facebook feed somewhere. But
That's
it's really
awesome.
cool because at the beginning, although they don't ask the best way, I would argue, there's can I have a slice? The regular, I guess, kind of people who seem to have money, when they ask them, it's not even like they just say no. They actually almost get angry. They're like, "What are you asking me for?" You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then once the homeless guy, they gave him the pizza, he was willing to share. He received kindness, so he was willing to be kind. It's almost like, yeah, like you said, a domino effect, a chain reaction where when you receive kindness, you want to just give kindness. It's like karma. You just want to pass it forward, right?
Mhm.
That was really cool. Your first video reminded me of that when I saw it actually a long time ago.
Awesome.
But yeah. Now, I have another question for you
Mhm.
because we talked about giving and volunteering in terms of your money and your time. And to be a youth leader at GYLS, that's fully, you're not getting paid for that. That's volunteering. And you're not just volunteering like an hour or two at a homeless shelter or a soup kitchen. It's like a week of your life. Like
Yeah.
long hours. Like you're managing the team by day and that's all they see, the ambassadors, but by night, like you're helping set up for the next day and stuff. You guys have way earlier mornings and way later nights. So that's like
Yeah.
a long time of volunteering.
Yeah.
So volunteering that much, like can you speak to how that is fulfilling, why someone would even do that much volunteering?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. Well, as a youth leader, you have to accept the fact you are not going to be sleeping for 5 days.
Bro,
You get probably about 3, 4 hours of sleep, but it's totally like you don't even feel it at all affect you. Like I don't think any of us were tired until probably day 3 or 4 when we had nothing to do anymore because you're running solely off of adrenaline. And people will be like, well, why do you like do that to yourself? Like that's not good for your body. That's not good for you. Like you're not doing that. The fulfillment that we got, like, okay, I think I'm speaking for most of the youth leaders when I say board break. When you guys did the board break, granted, we did not break boards with you, but the fact that we were holding the boards for you, that was the most fulfilling experience we got, like, or one of the most fulfilling experiences we got that whole week because we got to see you. We volunteered because we want to see you guys transform into um, like the people that we know you are on the inside and kind of like break down any barriers that are holding you back. And seeing you guys do the board break or the ambassadors and alumni do the board break, it just made us so happy that we're got to be a part of that experience. And it's all, to me, it's all about the experience. It's all about um, the ride, getting up there. It's all about being present for it. It's even about like the after effect, which is what these momentum sessions are so good of, like sharing and continuing. With volunteering and being a youth leader, no, we don't get paid for it. We do have to pay, or no, we do have to like pay to like get there and everything, and we do a lot of work. But it's all 100% worth it because of the outcome in the end. It's not our outcome. It's an outcome for you guys. It's an outcome of you guys like seeing what your true potential is and what you're really like destined to do and how like greatly you've like transformed throughout the week, how you started as little caterpillars and now you're butterflies spreading your wings in the world and everything. I don't know, it's something that, and it's so hard to explain sometimes too, it's that it's a feeling inside. It's definitely a feeling inside. And um, it's one of those feelings that makes you feel good about what you're doing, and it's something that you definitely do with your heart. It's not something that you do with your mind or something you're told to do. It's something you do with your heart because you love it, because you love the outcome, because you love the people you're doing it for. It's because you love it.
yeah, that's awesome. And it's so true. As a coach, when you go, it's kind of the same deal. You really don't sleep at all, like at all. And it's volunteering like a week of your time, and it's so fulfilling. It's one of the most fulfilling experiences of my life, probably, if not the most, being a coach at GYLS. It's just unreal. Then next year, when you come as a youth coach, you'll see it's like a whole nother level. Every year is awesome in its own way and different, but everyone who's made it through to the last youth coach and then even coach, being in charge of a team like that,
Yeah.
of like a home team, is awesome.
Yeah.
Now,
And just
While
being in charge of like a away team and stuff,
oh yeah.
like that was so fulfilling. Like having, I think I had like 19 or 18 kids that like had that I went through the journey with all week, and I got to talk to them about their experience, and I got to like be there for them, like when they needed someone to talk to or firsthand and everything. And that's just something that like that's fulfilling to me enough. Just like having them feel comfortable enough to talk to me and be like, like I definitely want to like listen to, or I definitely want you to like help me out with what's going on, and I know you the best. I trust you. Like it's that trust and like them giving me their trust and stuff. So that's fun.
Yeah. Now, for anyone watching, if you guys have questions, you can post on the GYLS Momentum group. It's pinned to the top, so ask any questions there. In the meantime, I have another little one for you. What would you tell someone who still has the belief that they don't like volunteering? And for me personally, in high school, I had to, in order to graduate, I needed 40 hours of volunteering, basically, of community service. And
Mhm.
back in high school, like, I didn't like volunteering. I didn't think there was a point. I didn't even want to. And I kind of just snuck in, like, the last 2 months of the last year of high school. I kind of just did it quick, just basically to get it over with. And I had a big shift in how I changed that to actually liking volunteering. But I'm curious what you would tell someone who doesn't like volunteering. What would you say to them to maybe show them the light or convince them that volunteering is good? What would you tell someone?
Um, yeah, so that's a really good question. I would definitely have
All
to
by
say
myself.
that volunteering is something like we said you have to experience, and I do know the whole you have to get like a certain amount of hours. I get that. I have to do that too. I would look at volunteering more so not as like a punishment or an experience, but more so as an opportunity. Look at it in a different way. Look at it as, you know what, I have the opportunity to serve someone food tonight, or I have the opportunity to clean up an alleyway in my city. And I know that oftentimes we don't want to volunteer because it takes away our time from other activities, or it takes away something. Volunteering isn't always like serving people, cleaning up things, stuff like that. There's all different forms of volunteering. Um, you just need to find something you love to do. Like for me, I volunteer at 5Ks and like 10Ks and running events because I'm a runner. And I volunteer because I like watching people run and I like cheering them on, and um, I like being present when that's going on, and I like recording their times and seeing how they compare to my times and stuff like that. And yes, they do ask you, oh, while you're out on the course, can you pass out some water if they need some? Sure, I'm already out there. Why not do it? And you're just doing something that you like to do. If you like animals, volunteering at a animal shelter is always good. And yes, you may have to clean up after animals sometimes, but you get to play with animals. If you like kids, like I said, volunteering in a little kids class, always a good one. Just find something that you like to do, probably. And volunteering is not a negative thing at all. It has a negative connotation when we originally think about it, because we often think, oh, I have to go volunteer. I have to give up my time to go do something for others that's not going to help me. That's not true at all. Think about it when you're doing something and you need people's help. They're helping you, yes, but they're also volunteering to help you. Like, maybe it doesn't count as volunteer hours, but they are there for you when you need them. It's just like something that you have to kind of switch your focus on doing. And even if you just do it one time, you don't have to love it the first time you do it. But if you just do it and give 100% effort, then it's going to be a lot better than, I don't want to be here, why am I doing this, I hate life right now, you know? So I hope that answered the question.
Yeah, it definitely did. Let me see. Nick Marino wrote us a little novel because he likes doing that. So I'm gonna read it out. Talking about the homeless guy with the pizza. So Nick said, I also feel like the reason the homeless man gave the pizza to the young dude was because the homeless guy understands the young dude's world. He struggled before and he was able to contribute because he lives in that world day to day, so he understands the pain. That's why some of the people don't contribute, is because they don't understand the people's world. Even in relationships and even in any area of life, when you don't understand the person's world, then you won't be able to influence them. So you won't be able to contribute effectively. On a side note, Youth Leader Year was crazy. At the end of the week, my legs were shutting down on me and I kept passing out during the debriefs, but it was fulfilling and amazing, and I don't even care about the lack of sleep. Awesome, Nick. Thank you for that little short story. I'm just gonna get you on here live one time. Well, actually, you're doing yours soon, man. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys have any questions, of those of you who are watching live, now is the time. Post them right under Nick Marino, basically. And let me see. It's been like 45 minutes, so that's awesome.
Cool.
So I think everyone was just so in the zone listening to you, they forgot all their questions.
Awesome. Yeah, Nick, I feel the same way. We were definitely tired during debriefs, but we got through them. So.
Yeah. So if there's no questions, just to wrap up, there's only 3 more momentum sessions this year. We've got next Saturday the 13th, the 20th, and then the 27th. And then the 2 first weeks of January, we're off. So there's only 3 more momentum sessions, and then we'll be halfway through the year, halfway back to GYLS. Usually in January, the dates for 2015 are announced. I don't know, but it's probably going to be somewhere in July or August. So get excited for that. It's always good to be excited for things, definitely.
For sure.
And if you have any last words, Arielle, don't know if we have any questions, so it's all you. Send us home.
I just want to say thank you to you guys who are watching live, and thank you to you guys who are going to watch this later. I definitely have enjoyed speaking about something that I'm so passionate about with it, giving and volunteering. And if you guys have any questions for me at all, or just want someone to talk to ever, you can always message me. I'm always here, always available. And thank you, Sergio, again for organizing all of this. And I hope you guys have a great holiday season.